this is Matt Colosimo. I played Agent Mauler and Count Numbskull. With me here is...
I'm Jeremy Mertz, the J-Rock. I played Damien, the nephew of the Creepy Reaper, and I wrote on the show too. Everything that was funny was me, everything that wasn't was everybody else. Yeah.
And yeah, you're not subtle about it at all, huh?
No, I'm pretty much a genius. No one understands my brilliantness, and
I was wondering the legion of followers behind you here.
yeah, it's hard to keep them quiet when they're like, you know.
Waving the hands. Crap. Is Ben. Oh, and with us is also Ben Willis. Unofficially. So that basically means I probably won't hold the mic up to him.
There's some sort of Star Wars type fun stuff here. I've never really watched the show. I think I saw one episode whenever it was airing on the TV, and I don't think I was even in the episode that I saw, so it probably wasn't very good.
Well, we're doing this one. I actually helped direct this, as well as you being basically the star of this one.
Yeah, this is the one where the character Damien gets introduced. Where I got the idea to do Damien was sidekicks and people like, I don't know, Robin and I don't know who else. Scrappy-Doo, you said.
Yeah, Scrappy-Doo. You should have just yelled out puppy power at some point during this. Creepy.
And just like, I don't know, on The Kids in the Hall there was a show or a sketch that was similar to this where manservant Hecubus was this creepy looking dude. I wore my black hoodie to kind of mimic the Creepy Reaper's veil or whatever you call it, and I put dark eye makeup over my eyes because I kind of wanted to look like some Addams Family person, like Uncle Fester or something like that. And I don't know how sidekicks are generally retarded and act stupid, and I started off playing like a really young kid on the show, and as the episodes,
you were Robin!
Yeah, as the episodes,
everybody loves Robin.
Jiminy Jinkers, Batman. As the show went on, though, we kind of like I think got further away from me being a kid, and it was just kind of like another character, I think. But I was supposed to be like, I don't know, an 8-year-old or something. I tried my damnedest, but I'm just too manly to play a boy.
An 8-year-old went to college.
Yeah. Yes, an 8-year-old went to college. That is correct. That's later on, though. We don't know this yet. We're in the present tense here, Ben.
That reminds me of a story. Actually, one of the times when we're filming the show and we're all shooting the shit, we're outside smoking, and I was telling stories, and I managed to convince a few people who were working on the show that this term in Bloomsburg was not actually my first time in college. I was saying that when I was about 10 years old, I was one of those genius math science kids who like could do anything, like that was like an idiot savant or something, or maybe just a savant. I'm not an idiot. At least I don't think I am. But I told everyone that I went to college. Like they gave me a scholarship, and I went to school for the first time, and I was a really little kid, and it was really awkward. And then we were playing like softball out on the lawn one time, and someone threw the ball and it hit me in the head, and I lost it, so I had to go back to regular school. And so many people outside were like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" Yeah, no, I'm not serious.
I would have paid to see that. Just a bunch of dumbfounded people on the sidewalk going, and just looking at you. And yeah, me with the numbskull here, who doesn't move anything but his head. Oh, yes, the light bulbs do. The eyeballs light up, and the mouth moves. I'm not so sure about him.
You had to control it with like a microphone that you talked into, and then you could push a button where he does this dance. It was a Halloween prop. That's what like the whole set is just like around Halloween. I guess I just went to Walmart or something, and like spent a couple $100 and just bought all this like creepy Halloween looking shit.
Yeah, I pretty much remember all the time everybody running like, oh, we need something from Walmart, and like Christina and Jody like, oh, we'll go, and run out, and like they come back with like spider web and duct tape.
Eric added all these cool little special effects every time I move. I think the whole show is really like, there's some like you know, like Animal House type humor in the show, and then there's also like a lot of stuff I was trying to get into the show was just ridiculous cartoon shit, which we'll see later when like a bomb blows up on Joel, or Igor is who he plays, and I don't know, just all the wacky sound effects and dumb things.
That's new. I don't know why Numbskull's all with Cher there, which is a little creepy. On top of that,
yeah, this is, I don't know, man. This is the first time I've ever seen this, and I have to say that I'm doing a really good job.
I actually, besides Numbskull here, I think that I don't actually make an actual appearance on here at all, as far as my face in it.
Yeah, I don't. There's the Axe Files plot line that was going on for most of the episodes, and then there's the. It seemed like some of the episodes were supposed to be connected, and some of them were standalone, and some of them had plots that followed through the next story arcs, I guess. And I don't know. It's all pretty.
And the fish comment earlier, like. He's like, what, you eat? And I'm like, yeah, fish. So, well, we're on segment 2.
At 12:30 a.m.
Yes. Wait, yeah, 12:30 a.m.
That's probably why I never saw this show, because I usually went home on the weekends, and it's like
past my bedtime.
Yeah, also, yeah.
And and the mask that broke after I think this episode. So we had the laugh and like no light up, and is that Cher again? No, that's I think the actress.
Vagina there. I really do.
No, I think that's the actress in the show, maybe. In the movie that we were airing.
Yeah, in her nudity.
As we enter nudity on a college station.
Here's Ben.
Fun fact, I only just ripped that shirt yesterday.
Well, we were discussing the similarities to our director wearing a shirt like that earlier today.
That's why I took it off!
He's embarrassed.
And the hat's his, too.
Yeah, I believe that was.
Which one's Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Not it.
Not it. And the hat's Eric's, too. We're going to make sure everybody knows this as well. So he has a shirt similar and the hat.
So Ben, this is an episode where you were leaving for vacation for the episode.
Yeah, and the reason we wrote that in, actually, if I remember right, was I had an engagement at the radio station that afternoon, and I had to actually work the afternoon that we were shooting. So we said I can't really make it, so we kind of just wrote me out of the episode. It worked. Gave time for you and Creepy to work things out.
And that seems to be a typical way the show went. We usually gathered on Wednesday night and wrote the show for, a couple hours. It tended to be a lot of like just fucking around, like making really obscene jokes about other stuff other than the show. Then
oh God, yes.
We get so off track, and we all get frustrated with each other and hate each other, and then by Sunday night we're all cool again, and we get there and we have a framework of a script. And so for some people, most of the shit they said was written out. Like a lot of creepy shit was all there. But then like people like Joel or I guess myself, and I don't know, it was just like a lot of like, and then you come in and you do something funny.
Do something funny. And then Mike running around, no, let me do something. Listen to me.
Tell them about the writing sessions on how no one would listen to Mike.
Yes, nobody would listen to Mike. He's like jumping on his seat. Why is nobody listening to me?
Yeah, there seemed to be a lot of times where we'd be writing stuff and then we get off track, and then Mike's sitting there getting kind of frustrated, and he's like, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? And everybody's like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. And then he gets really upset, and he kept being like, listen to me! And he's pounding on the table, listen to me! Why won't you listen to me? I'm the creepy reaper. I'm the star, damn it.
And then you wonder why I cast him as creepy.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you say the exact same thing. Everyone would be like, "Oh, genius!"
Yeah.
Yeah. Then somebody else would say, he's like, I said that 10 minutes ago.
I don't believe that ever happened, though. I think he's riding my wave of genius. No, he probably said everything that was funny on this show, you know, and could have saved us so much time.
If Mike had you believe it, he would have you believe he wrote everything funny on the show. We did nothing.
Actually, I can't say anything. I wasn't even at most of the writing. I just showed up and like, you're doing this. Okay.
There seemed to be a lot of like, we'd write something that's like so wacky and like kind of steals your dignity from you for a while. And so I'm like writing it out. I'll be helping write that thing like, oh, this thing's gonna make them look like a jackass. Let's give that to Creepy. You know, let's give that to Cedric. You know, Ben's character. Let's do something like that. And everybody's like, well, he looks like a total idiot. Hey, Jeremy, you should do that. And I'm like, no, this is him. So I guess the first episode here was. I think that Creepy is my father, when in actuality he's later explained to be my uncle. But so we're doing all sorts of like father-son catching up bonding things, like throwing the foosball, and here they are getting jealous, and there'll be like a sibling rivalry between me and Joel. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and going through, and he's like discussing and like how it, like if he was his son and stuff right now. And then, like you said, they're both getting all jealous, and all of a sudden you come up behind. And what comes up next after this whole monologue is probably the best part of this whole show.
Oh yeah, I think I helped write this part where my friends and I seem to like to joke about America's Funniest Home Movies a lot, or videos, or yeah, AFV.
Yeah, coming up right here.
And how there's all sorts of boink, oh, in my nuts, like where it's just like, Dad, do this with me. Don't hit me in the nuts. Okay.
Joel was always good with the physical humor too. Like he, when you said drop, he's like, kaboom. He just drop, and you like look at it. Is he okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine.
He's got mad acting skills.
And then running around in masks and whatever else he can find. Oh, and you starting the show here.
Here's me kind of idolizing Creepy, trying to act like him, like waving a pool cue around.
How'd you find that?
That is a good question. Where the heck did we find
I think
that?
the pool cue was actually just sitting backstage.
Because I think,
We just like, hey, use this!
because we needed a magic wand for Creepy for a long time, and we eventually got that cool thing with the light up eyes and stuff, but. Everybody brought it like, oh, here's a branch, and here's a pool cue, and this, nah, that's not gonna work.
It's funny how you say that, like the pole cue was just lying around the station. It's like, and we were like, oh, but you know, oh look, it's like if you were to say, oh look, it's a barnyard animal laying around the station. It's just weird. It's like, what's it doing there?
Now the plot to kill you.
Here's some cool MS Paint graphics here.
I don't even think it's MS Paint. Did you do this like in right in? What did you use to edit this, by the way? Premiere? Did you make those little graphics at the thought bubbles?
Oh yeah, I did that.
So here's
Okay.
here's the cartoony type shit with the Wile E. Coyote.
My most elaborate prop right here.
Yeah,
It looked good.
We had to fuck with that bomb thing so many times. It would not go all
Light, the
way
damn thing
down,
would not
and
light.
it would not light.
You were trying to find a sparkler in November.
Damn thing.
And I remember we had to wait and film the explosion sequence, I think very, very last, because, yeah, Joel looks like a burnt.
Because the thing kept coming down, like it would stop halfway through, like, uh-oh, he's holding the thing, and like, it never died.
There was
I forgot about this.
the explosion things where me and Leah had to like wiggle around like there was an explosion and they just shook the camera.
And speed up a little bit. Go through Mike's ramp. Rambling there.
Creepy's in a bath shower get up.
Is that a toilet brush?
Yeah, it's a loofah. Ask Bill O'Reilly about falafels and loofahs and what he
I'm
does
afraid.
with them.
I'm afraid to know.
It's sexual harassment. We don't have to take it.
Yeah, that's right. Gosh darn it. Anything about the little poof ball that is on that thing. I think we got that from the custodian.
That's new.
That is new.
Because I think we used to just like film the prison or the Stone Castle Motel like 3 miles up the road from Bloomsburg.
Yeah, I remember walking around that place, and like we looked in it like this is garbage. The smell is like, did somebody die in here?
Yeah, it's dead strippers from Mustang Sally.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It was something reeked in there.
I remember looking in there was actually a bum in there sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That's not a problem.
It's okay. We're just gonna film your house here for a second.
I guess this scene I got in trouble or something because I'm wearing a Dunes cap, which is very Charlie Brown, I think. Like, just sitting in the corner and acting retarded. I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Ben still has that.
I saved a bunch of the props after we closed shop at the end of the semester. That was one of the things I managed to grab, one of the small things. Grab a look at that ball.
Seriously, if anybody complained about you taking the damn dunce cap, that would have been even more funny. It's like, you can't take that! You can't take that little piece of paper! Poster board! I'll pay you the 50 cents!
Oh, getting swung around. That's so. I'm really small, by the way. I'm 5'5", and I have no muscles.
Was that your idea, just to jump up in his arms?
I think so.
Just randomly.
I saw that coming.
Well, like I said, a lot of the stuff that we did was very much just
A lot of the stuff
off
we
the
did,
cuff,
it was
yeah.
right, they were like, you know what, that worked, do it again!
Yeah. That's the funny thing is that, yeah, we did improvise a lot of it, but then because other people weren't being expecting it, they just start laughing or something,
Right.
and so it's like, well, do what you just did again and again and again and again until nobody's like,
That's why the show took forever sometimes, because we would ad-lib, and it was like, oh, that worked, but the person wouldn't stop laughing!
Here's my typical blooper on
In my one scene I directed in Fright Night, right here.
Frightening Night.
Frightening.
Is that why Gigi's mic wasn't open?
Probably. I have no idea.
Director! Sexual.
I was the tech guy too. I think we actually were running into a problem at that time with a lot of the mics though during that time.
I guess these are this is supposed to be like those, cool Kmart shirts for Father's Day, like #1 dad and I'm stupid.
I was stupid, put it up. They actually have shirts like that now you could buy.
Yeah, you don't have to use paint on it.
We don't have to use paint or tape or whatever we use to make these
What
things.
size were those shirts, too? Those were like extra large. I'm wearing it like a dress. And we're gonna get baptized here soon or something.
IW, the nephew of Creepy Reaper.
And Mike had to have so many layers of clothing on, and it's ridiculous. Like, I don't think he really took his clothes off before he put that cloak on and the mask and then the t-shirt there with it. As opposed to Joel, who was wearing like a scarecrow outfit. And I remember he stopped wearing like pants underneath it, and he would just wear his boxers or something. And towards the end of the season, there was like a huge hole in the ass.
I remember that.
How did
But
no
like,
one know not
put
notice?
pants on.
Joel or Mike?
Joel.
Scarecrow Igor outfit.
He's like
thing.
going to commando in these pants and
I
these.
remember he would wear them to class. You remember by the end of this series, Joel had this full-length freaking beard,
Yeah.
and he looked like Igor.
And then for like that award show thing, he like shaved it off and shaved his head like bald. It was just like, who the hell is that? Oh, it's Joel.
Actually, I remember starting this scene originally, but we forgot to put the shirts on because we did it before the other one, and so we shoot everything. We're like, we're done. Eric comes in. Did you forget to put the shirts on? We're like, yeah. Do it again.
Preview's always doing this thing where he rubbed his chin like, I'm contemplating things, because he didn't have a face where he could make expressions, so he has to like move his hands around a lot and just act like he's actually a skeleton.
Oh God.
So this is like our like, I'm a panda bear, I'm gonna kill you. I think I said something like that. Oh.
You guys like, I'm gonna
This
hit
is
you.
scary carnage going on here. There's brutal violence.
I was afraid. Although I'm sure you wouldn't complain when Leah spanked you.
Yeah, French maid. That's horrible.
It's funny that Leah's supposed to be the sensible one.
Yeah.
You know.
No comment.
Is she in character ever? Or?
Cool. Oh God. Did we tell them that?
You haven't told me any of the jokes. Oh, and you guys go skipping off after killing nuns,
Yeah.
going out to kill nuns.
Which was total improv again.
And just, I do remember, especially a lot of times when they had you and Joel there, they're like, and you guys do something. Here, make it 5 minutes long. And then the final time at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Probably when we were filming it, it was probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Took forever, and the show's a half hour. Oh, I love this, because where'd we get that bike from?
That's my pimp bike.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet
That's
bike.
pimp bike.
Did you say pimp?
Yeah.
Rolling
Like,
on
yo, where my hose at?
22-inch rims.
Honk honk.
And I had to the studio, there's a lot of other sets in the studio, and so I'm riding that bike around and I'm like, quick, get up and turn around, and like, oh, don't knock over the sports set or the news set, like, while you're trying to turn around on the bicycle. Did I say it? Am I like, wee on it?
Yeah, every time you go by, you're like, whee!
Oh, man.
And this is actually where we find out you're not his son. And then Leah's on the bike.
Yeah, a lot of random shit, like, oh, we'll just put that in there, put her on the bike for some reason.
What else?
Why would people be riding bikes in a, like, dungeon castle? That's so absurd.
Why not? You got a bike, you got a dungeon, you got people hanging from the ceilings. It's a perfect time to ride a bike.
Children and bicycles, lollipops and gumdrops.
You see those often? And oh, then Joel.
Wee.
Wee. Yeah, he's like, I don't remember shit. And he's like, yeah, like he's like,
You probably watched it last night.
he's like, watch. He's like, okay, I know he's gonna make me do this. What did I do? Oh yeah.
It's like riding a bike. I seriously, it's been,
Yeah, no pun intended.
it's been years, and I didn't think I would remember anything, but
Years.
apparently there's a lot of funny shit and a lot of repressed hatred too for just everyone. Just, oh, why did you make me stay up so late? I had class the next day, sort of thing. And I'm a team player because the best show ever is The Simpsons, and then second's Fright Night, I guess. And since we filmed on Sunday, I had to miss The
Frightening
Simpsons
Friday.
every week, and that bummed me out. But
Simpsons.
Simpsons is all right.
And Heather. That's the one we introduced Heather too.
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
She was your fiance.
I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See, now you knew that she was the fiance.
That's
on
part of
the
the-
show.
that's-
Yeah, you are so full of shit, Jeremy.
You don't watch this though. You're like, oh, I don't even remember.
I've seen one episode.
Oh, and for the record, I guess Eric's also part of this commentary here, off and on, unofficially.
I just had to keep chiming in.
And oh yeah, and the names. I think I was like first Matt Splat, or then I'm Murderous Matt by this point.
See, I went to like a little get together last year at someone's apartment in Bloomsburg and saw a lot of the people from Fright Night, but a lot of them I haven't seen since the end of school, and I don't know. I'm seeing names and I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, I guess it's about time we wrap this up. And thank you for listening to us. This is Matt signing off.
This is Jeremy.
Good night.
Peace.